So this is going to be a tutorial on how to wax a cotton jacket. Right now we've got the Pointer Chore Coat, 100 grams of beeswax, a kilogram of paraffin wax, a pot, and another container to use in a double boiler arrangement. Cool. So the wax recipe that we're going to use is the Fjallraven Greenland wax composition, which is 10:1 paraffin wax to beeswax. So what we want to do is we want to actually cut up some of the beeswax and the paraffin wax to make it easier to melt down a little bit later on, and we're just going for that 10:1 ratio. So just change the angle up a little bit. So we're just cutting up the beeswax block. Might just grab a bigger knife. So we want about 35 grams of this, given our container is 350 ml. We just want it chopped up into little blocks. Because it'll just be a little bit easier to melt down. So we're just going to add the paraffin wax in now. Next step is to fill up a pot like this with water, and we'll just boil this a little bit later. So just put it in now, put it in the double boiler arrangement with the wax in the middle and water that's going to be boiling soon enough around the side. So we'll just wait for it to melt down. In hindsight, perhaps a container that has a bit of a lower center of gravity would be better. This one's shaking a bit, so I'm a little bit worried it might fall over, but I'll just keep watching. It's been about 2 minutes, it's already starting to melt, so it's a good sign. It's really, really shaky, that's my only issue. So might have to empty some of this water out. It's a little bit, you can see that's melting down quite well there. It looks like we actually have a lot less volume than we expected, so we're just going to add a little bit more wax in. So just grab some of that. Be careful of splashback here, but the wax actually isn't all that hot. It's deceptively cool. I'll just chuck a couple of paraffin and beeswax blocks in. So the beeswax will actually take a little bit longer to melt down, so you might want to grab like a chopstick or something like that and just use that to mix it around. Now it's just about all liquid, so that took about 15 minutes on low. So you can see the container, this is just after boiling it. The container's actually not that hot. You can pick it up with our hands. So, I mean, don't dip your hands in the wax or anything, but it's actually quite I suppose it's a bit safer than you expect. So we've got our liquid wax here now. So now we'll get to working on our jacket. So what we need now, we need to have our wax solution, probably a cloth, pretty clean cloth, so we can dip that into the wax solution and apply it to the jacket. And of course you need whatever you're waxing. So today we're waxing the Pointer Chore Coat. You'll also need a clothesline or something to put it in. Going to put it over like this, and we're going to get started. So, got our melted wax here, as we can see. Melted wax. We're just going to dip this cloth in and start applying it. So we've had a bit of trouble actually melting it down, so what we're going to try now is use an iron with a cloth to stop the iron from actually taking up the wax, and just try to melt it down so it actually absorbs into the jacket. So right now you can see there's a lot of white dots. We just want to get rid of those. Ironing the wax into the jacket, so a bit of an update. Starting to finish up. Just letting it all permeate into the material, the cotton material we have here. Right. See, we've given up on the cloth because it's actually been a lot quicker to iron it directly in. We're almost done. So just doing finishing touches now. And here we have it. We are just about done. Jacket's looking a lot darker than before. Still some white spots, but perhaps we'll get rid of those later. Seems pretty heavy now, about half a kilo or so of wax.